I'm gonna fly the Sloooow Stick here in Zellwood. When I get rich and famous, I'm gonna get the right off-road tires for this, so we're probably gonna crash a bit into the grass because that's just how that works. But let's try it. I'm going into the wind. There we go. Not bad. Little grass strip there. I love the old Sloooow Stick. I mean, I really do. It probably $60 all up, and I don't know how many times I've crashed it, but a bunch. And it teaches you orientation real well, you know. Finally moved my rudder over to the aileron channel, and in doing so, that teaches me how to steer with an aileron rather than the rudder, which I was mostly used to. But yeah, nice and big. You can see the damn thing. And just like the moniker says, it's slow. And gives you plenty of time to figure out where the hell you're going. Something I need to do to it is need to change the travel limit on the elevator, and I always swear I'm going to do it, and I never do. But the cool thing about changing that is that when you do make a tight turn, when you give it up elevator, it doesn't interfere with the rudder, as it actually crashes into it if you give it too much up elevator. See if we can get some decent video. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera on there. We'll do a little picture-in-picture today. Won't be getting it up as high as the Vultures there at 1,000 feet, but we're at a nice 125. Be fun landing it today because it is there again, a grass strip. In fact, we'll do some nearabouts when we get down in time.
12 minutes.
So yeah, this is my ain't mine. It's about 10-15 acre field, probably closer to 10 in my neighborhood. And if I just take a notion, because I thought today was going to be shitty to go fly, I can just come down here and fly whenever I want. The people apparently have a legal right to get to their home through this property, so the road's kind of beat down, and that makes for a nice little runway. And truly, when I get good enough to fly the 1100 millimeter models, I can land here. Because this is big enough to fly, obviously, you know, I don't know what this thing is, probably 1500 millimeter. I mean, it's not optimum, but, and I can fly my FPV stuff out here. Teach myself how to do that.
11 minutes.
And not that it's a giant trek down to the other place, but it is load up the truck and go 15-20 minutes to get down, and here I can just take a notion. Somebody's got their Bubba truck all cranked up and running. Court, you need to register with the good people at V-Bar, Mikado. And you need to download the drivers for your computer, is how that works. And if they won't let you register, get with me, because they let me register a long time ago, and I'm a registered member. Oop, you gotta be a little careful. Did a little loop-de-loop.
10 minutes.
Not supposed to fly over you, I heard. I've got the software, and they let me download their software. In fact, oddly, I just downloaded it the other day because I got to get. What happens with my new radio here is these receivers go out of bind with the module that I'm using. So what I got to do is rebind my damn receivers about every other time, or every time, depending on how it feels one day, before I can come out and fly or boat or whatever. In fact, when I do my builds from now on, if I'm going to be using any Spectrum stuff, I got to be able to get access to putting a bind plug. Like I had to bind this thing. So what I'm going to do is switch my helicopter over
9 minutes.
to a regular receiver, and in doing so, it's going to have to be an eSky receiver, and I have to marry it to the V-bar, and that's going to require me and Eric sitting down figuring out how the hell to do that. So with that said, we're kind of in your shoes a bit. We're going to have to start going through this, and when you're my age, what ends up happening is I did this probably a year ago, and I have no recollection on what we did. Right now mine's hooked up with satellite, so I've got the satellites, and if it was easy as just rebinding each time by pushing the bind plug, I'd be good to go, but that's actually not how it is at all. I gotta unplug the power to the V-bar and plug it back in real fast, and that's a pain in the ass, because I remember when Eric and I did it,
8 minutes.
everything had to be just right. A little loop-de-loop in the 3 channel. Plane magnets there in the middle of the field. 2 of them. They scoff at you when you're flying. They're like, it's just a matter of time there, Bubba. Beautiful winter day here. Birthday coming up Saturday. I got arrangements to go out and eat with my closest of personal friends. And looking forward to it. Also looking forward to a day shift. Or actually, I'm off Saturday. Looking forward to going back to day shift for the next 60 days. That's going to be awesome. Really nice. There's hardly any wind. This would be a good thing to teach myself mixes on, because you got to give yourself a little up elevator as you make the turn. Not as profound as the UMX Icon, or the Icon A5, the big one. God dang, man, when you turn with it, you gotta give a lot of up elevator. Bitch wants to drop out of the sky. There's no dihedral like this.
6 minutes.
Well, lucky for you people, I've only got 2 2200 batteries with me today. But you can beat your dog or trim your nails or whatever it is you want to do while you're listening to my piffle, blather, balderdash, and poppycock, along with my associated nonsense. A nice morning. We have a thing called the Rotary Club. I think they have them all over the world. Rotary International. It's business leaders getting together for the betterment of business, and did a 3-hour talk for them this morning. A 3-hour talk. a hour talk with him this morning.